Hey guys, I'm on board the Kitty Cat, and we're going to release some special passengers into the wild. And hey, you never know what we might see along the way.
It's a chilly day off the coast of California. But not even gray skies can dampen our excitement as we head under the Golden Gate Bridge. We're traveling out to the Gulf of the Farallons, a protected national marine sanctuary. Later, we'll be dropping off these guys. They're sea lions with a one-way ticket to ride. But first, we're keeping our eyes peeled for some of the largest creatures of the sea.
Coming right at us here, we're gonna see flukes. Beautiful.
This whale watching trip is part of a program called Vessel Watch, run by Pacific Environment.
It's an international nonprofit organization that works to protect the living environment around the northern Pacific Rim.
Jackie Dragon heads up the Marine Sanctuaries campaign. Out here, her team of researchers keep track of what they see. It's about protecting the marine life in these waters.
What's out here? What kind of whales are we looking for?
In this area, we see gray whales, blue whales, and humpback whales. So far today, we've been watching a couple of gray whales, and I think we've seen a humpback or two as well.
The trip isn't just about spotting whales, though. It's about spotting ships. Dragon says they are a big threat to marine life due to something called noise pollution.
Shipping traffic, as it turns out, produces the greatest amount of noise in the ocean in that low frequency that's used by our whales, sea lions, fish. And the worry is that they won't be able to survive if they can't do what they need to do.
So what does ship noise pollution sound like? Let's listen in.
We're going to drop the hydrophone overboard and see if we can hear a little bit of what the sound is coming from underneath the ocean. What does that sound like?
Train or an engine?
That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds a lot like a freight train. You'll see off to our right over here, this ship is departing. This noise is creating problems for the animals in the water. They're acoustic animals, and they depend on the ability to send out their own sounds and to be able to hear. What scientists are telling us is that they're literally losing the ability to hear. Their own sounds are being masked by the sounds in the ocean, much of it coming from our shipping traffic.
Dragon says a big problem is that ships are going too fast. Inside, a computer program clocks this one's exact speed.
It's traveling nearly 20 knots an hour, which is really not safe for marine life in sanctuary waters. Our goal is to get those ships to slow down when they're in the sanctuaries. If they were only running 10 knots an hour, they would be much quieter because the propeller would be moving slower. They'd be cleaner, less emissions, and they'd be safer for whales because unfortunately they also run over whales, such as our humpbacks, that live in this sanctuary.
Of course, whales aren't the only marine life that need protecting out here. So do our special passengers who won't be riding back with us.
Today, we just released 8 California sea lions found stranded on the beaches and other places along the coast here.
Michael Conrad is a volunteer with the Marine Mammal Center,
Right.
a place that cares for sick or injured animals.
They were rehabilitated, and basically today we've released them back to the wild.
What's so good about the Farallon Islands? Why is it such a good place to release them?
The Farallons is a great place to release the animals because there's a good food supply here with the Pacific upwelling, and it's a marine sanctuary, so they're away from highly populated areas where there's lots of ship traffic and other dangers.
So it's off to their newfound home with the whales, and time for us to head back to our own. But we're going back with a newfound appreciation for life in the deep blue sea.
It's very exciting to know that people are becoming aware of the value of our oceans and why we need to protect them.